you're welcome again to another thought speech. I'm one of the students of PVCC, and today is July 12, 2020. We start by introducing ourselves. My name is Oloyinka Akanmu.
My name is Lisa Rockman.
My name is Debbie.
Your name's?
Gary Miller.
Thank you.
Major General Gary B. Miller.
You're welcome. And today I'll be talking about two things on my main points. I'll be giving 3 points, but my supervisor, my professor said I can give 2 points. So number 1 is on secret lights, and the number 2 is the effect of incident lights on sales growth. You can imagine when you're on a journey on Route 81, and getting to the middle of the road, you discover that the weather was bad, and there was no indication that the humidity is below 20. You turn on your foggy lights, yet you cannot see where you are. You cannot see the cars passing by you. You cannot see the trucks passing by you. You try to call 911, but there was no service on your phone. What will you do at this junction? You call on the invisible light of God to guide you to your destination, and within few seconds these lights show up to guide you. And you can imagine how the weather was on that day. So foggy, you cannot see anything. And this is how the windshield looked like, getting frozen. In one of my research, there is a professor called Max Planck. He was born in 1858, and he discovered this invisible light. And in his statement and the way he defined it, he said the light is not from the earth, neither from the sun or the gallery, but the light is originated above the earth. There is a misconception of where this light comes from. We can imagine when you are dreaming, in your dream, and you're on a journey, but there's no electricity. But this light shines to guide your path to where you are going, until suddenly you discover you wake up. That is exactly how this invisible light was. And the second point, and there's a man called James Wright. He wrote a song on this secret light. In fact, he had an award on it. He was born in 1927, and he sees the difference of this invisible light in his own lifetime. I will move on to the second one, which is the effect of invisible light on our cells and our growth. This light has done a remarkable thing in our lives. You can see even on our growth, on our crops, how the sun is here and this invisible light shine upon it, which is beyond what we can imagine of with our naked eyes. And look at our crops, how it's so effectful in it, and it's also effectful too in our own life. The light helps us in everything that we are doing. The light guides all our paths. In my conclusion, and also there is one man called Jacques Delabro. He's also discovered this invisible light. And in his own research, he said, you cannot see this light with the naked eye, because the universe expands its stretch out to wavelengths. That is how to see how important this invisible light is to our own lifetime. In my conclusion, you could see that while I was on the journey, I called upon this invisible light to guide me, because I was in a place whereby even to see the truck, I cannot see it, because I can't even see. I can't see the cars that is passing me by. But I have to call call upon this light. Thank you. At a point, I was told that there's two of our students that had an accident on that same day. They tried to call for rescue, but it doesn't work. And you could see also that, imagine you in this situation, and I will also persuade you that if this invisible light works for me, and it works for Mr. James Wright, who wrote about this poem in 1927, and the same way Max Planck talks about it, which he was born in 1958. And here I am in February 8, 2020. I could see this light, invisible light, manifesting, working to guide my path. Where there is no need, this invisible light can also be there for you. So I'm persuading you to encourage your children, your family, to get closer to God, so that they can know the effect of this invisible light. If my other students have knew God enough, they will be able to call upon God to pray for his invisible light to guide them on that day, as I called on him, and that light guided my path to my destination. I was 20 minutes away from where I was going, and I'm 45 minutes to where I'm going to. But you could see where I am, in the middle of the highway, but there is nobody to help. I cannot even stop, because you might be imagining, why can't you stop? If I stop, then the car coming behind me, because they too cannot see, they are just going, then there's going to be more accidents. Probably I might not be alive today, but I thank God because I know the effect of that invisible light. So I'm persuading you that you too, thank you, that you too, you have that relationship with God, so that you can have that effect of that invisible light. And I'm going to sing a song. It said, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. That secret light is also in you. So let it shine by getting closer more to God, and pray more to God for that light to keep guiding your path in all your journey. Thank you very much. I appreciate your coming. Thanks.